Welcome, it's another week, so time for a new analysis for the coming week. I have something I want to point out in the beginning of this video. It's meant for the video of tomorrow, and that is this question: what would you like me to do a video about? Please comment below, so I can try to figure that out for tomorrow or maybe next week. Last week I did a full free video series on pullback trading strategy. So if you didn't have a strategy in place yet, then go back and check out the strategy. It's just one of the strategies that are out there, and maybe I'll be doing some more videos on that. But if you want to do me some analysis or anything you need to learn or I can help you with in trading, then please comment below what that is, and I'll try to make a video about that. Now let's get into the analysis of this week. First one on is the euro dollar. Actually, at the beginning of past week, yeah, we had this breakdown, which kind of exactly touched this trend line and then indeed shifted and is coming back to retest this level over here. So this is kind of the setup I was looking for. When this break occurred, I was not in the trade, and I didn't call this double top as a pattern where I was expecting this full break. So this all happened, so that's what I pointed out, that I want to see how far this will ride out. And looking at previous levels, I think when we go to the 4-hour chart, we can see exactly what was in this place. Yes, exactly. So this was a very tough resistance back then, and after that it turned support, and now we are in this this move came to an end, and we are now going to the upside a little bit here, and that is exactly what I'm looking for. So again, I would be zooming in a little bit to check out where this market is at. This is the level where I'm expecting a reaction. This is the level where I'm expecting a retest. So let's see. This don't forget, if you get the picture of the pullbacks of last week. This is the hourly chart, so every chart has its structures and its pullbacks and its reversals and everything. So this is kind of an entry time frame for me, maybe a little bit lower one more time, but this is a move. We had a pullback, and then we had a second move breaking highs, and now we are coming back into this level. So let's see how price behaves. It's never a straight line, of course, so by the time it touches that level over here, we are in this combination of this trend line and this resistance level. So let's see if we get a clear break down. The first clue is a break of this trend line, and the second break will be the support that is formed by then. If that is taken out as well, then I am ready to take this on to the short side. But let's go back for now. Overall, euro dollar, pretty obvious. Pullback is happening. To me, I'm waiting to see where this pullback will end, and I am bearish on the euro dollar. Then the dollar against the Swiss franc. Yeah, this is getting interesting. This is pretty range bound. So this is I trade Swiss franc pairs a lot because of the structures. I will show you some other Swiss pair francs in later on in this video. I personally like these kinds of charts because it's very clear. Very clear support over here. We are at the lower side of that support. So let's jump right into the hourly chart over here. And what do we see? We see this structure over here, and maybe we are getting some momentum because we're at the lower side of this channel where we can get in. Let's see if this is not just a corrective move to the upside, because obviously we are still bouncing off of this resistance area here. So let's see if we get any direction from here on out. This is not, to me, it's kind of a neutral market. I'm not bullish, I'm not bearish at the moment. As long as these levels are still holding, I'm not bullish nor bearish, but I am I'm aware of this this range over here. So the way I trade this market is like this. This is the range, and it's been a range since August. So this August, September, October, November. Yeah, it's been in this range for a couple of months. pretty clear where to get in and where to get out. So to me, this is an interesting market, and at the moment, I think there's a little bit more room left to the downside, but definitely, yeah, if I would get in, I would get in to the upside with my stop, of course, below this obvious level, and my take profit below this obvious level. Not here to be riding it all the way and then forecasting a break of this level or whatever. So yeah, trading this within the channel. So euro dollar bearish, waiting for the pullback to end and get in, and this is a range trade for me. So yeah, that's the way I would trade that. Okay, well, this is kind of disappointing. I was looking to get into this move from a with the breaks that are happening right now. This becomes less interesting to me. So let's take this off for a minute, because that's not what's going on anymore. This was a range price was trading in back then. So okay, what else? What do we got? We got ourselves a resistance over here, and that level is now forming support. As you can see, this is kind of the same thing we are seeing in the euro dollar analysis. And yes, well, I'm not my favorite market. I'm not gonna trade this next week. It came out of this trend line and then fell back into this trend line, breaking the trend line that it was just picking up to get momentum to the upside. Trading back into this cluster over here. There's too much on the way. This trend line, this support area over here. Then we have this resistance area over here, which turns out to be a little yeah, doesn't matter. But there's too much of an it's not a clear path to be trading. That's what I think. So don't get me wrong. If you are looking at this, let's see how the weekly looks. Nah, I'm not really interested in taking this trade. I would consider first watching how far this will ride out to the downside, and then eventually, when we do get a clear break, that would be something I would be interested in taking. Let me check this for a minute. Okay, well, this is an important trend line as well. Couple of touches and price ran into that. So yeah. What is this? Okay, this is a trend line that's not in place anymore. Thank you, TradingView. Good to check that from time to time. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's just take this one off, because it's not showing us any clear direction. Okay, we are in this downward channel at the moment, so let's see what happens. We really need to get direction. Not interested in this one. Let's not stick too long at those trades. Okay, this is interesting. This is the weekly, so switch down a little bit to get a view on what is possible for next week. Yes. Okay, well, we got ourselves a pretty clear support level by now. A bit lower. Resistance turning support. We are a bit in this channel right here. It's kind of sideways movement last 2 weeks actually. So to be getting really momentum to the upside, we do get this trend line seems to be supportive, and this horizontal level seems to be supportive. So let's see if we indeed can get a break further into that level over here. So yeah, kind of looks like this. This is a better one. So forget the Australian dollar, me personally, euro dollar, pullbacks happening, range trading from the US dollar, Swiss franc, New Zealand dollar against the dollar. Yeah, clear direction. I like that. This is in play. So if you missed it, it's a bit too late. And if you didn't, then, you know, let's see where we can find some. Is this reversing because the trend line isn't respected? No, it's not. As long as this support is in place, I am staying in the trade, and I remember adjusting my stop loss for this one indeed. So let's see how far this will go. Let's go back to the daily chart to get a clear view on I can imagine why I put my my target over here, because this area over here is gonna for sure once again be a area where price will struggle, and that we do not want to sit out the struggle. We want to take profits in those cases. This is still trading pretty amazing to the upside. Still potential at least until this area over here. So I'm in it, and I'm staying with it, and as long as these levels are not broken, nothing to worry about. Now let me shift a little bit to the Swiss franc pairs. Yes, that's what I said. So here we have something like this. Yes, I pointed it out in the midweek analysis. This is becoming some kind of range, kind of like the euro, the US dollar against the Swiss franc, but then in the other way around. Here we had a good trade. This profit target we didn't meet, and now this is the same setup as the euro dollar, and this is the euro Swiss franc. Pulling back, retesting this area, and I am looking to, let's see how this looks on the hourly chart. Yes, okay, well this is interesting. The market is moving. This is the level we are looking at. Kind of similar. So yes, interested in trading this. Clear and calm price action. This is what I like. So it's moving to the upside. Not here yet to be calling it a reversal, but definitely when we go back to that bigger time frame, it is a. Let me check that for a minute. Here we go. Yep. So yeah, coming into this obvious level over here, and now let's see what we get from here on out. Okay, then more Swiss franc pair. So Great British Pound, same thing. It's very interesting. I pointed it out previous weekend. I pointed it out in the midweek analysis on Wednesday, and now again I have to say this is all consolidating, and that's not due to the Swiss franc, but it's 100% Swiss British Pound situation. It's kind of funny. I think we see the same over here. Yeah, it's kind of, yeah, it broke out a little bit to the downside, coming into this huge demand zone here. So let's see what happens from that. But this is a different story. But just to point out, let's just take a random pair here. Okay, this is something different. But how does this look? Yeah, it's also consolidation. So the Great British Pounds, you know, keep a close eye on them, because once it starts moving, it starts moving. But for now, it's not really our thing. Let's go back to the Swiss franc pairs. Interesting range. This support seems to be holding, and it seems that we are seeing some kind of a reversal going on over here. Oh, now I'm shifting the whole picture here. So let's go to the 4 hour. What do we get over there? Okay, no, could be some kind of a breakout, but looking at this support level over here, turns out to be resistance. So it's too early to jump the gun, but pullbacks with this support still holding could be interesting to get in. And this is again, is that certain range. We're at the lower side now. Markets are not turning bearish, but they're just in consolidation. And if this range holds for now, just like the other Swiss franc pairs, I'm interested to get in on a minor pullback on a lower time frame and ride it back up. More Swissies, Swiss franc. Okay, same thing. Kind of a consolidation, kind of a sideways moving market. This is a bit more choppy, so it's kind of hard. But if we get a sharp and fast pullback, then I would be interested in going in. But it's a lot of range trading opportunities when it comes to the Swiss franc. This kind of looks like the, what was it? I think it was the Australian dollar against the Swissy, and that is that as long as this level here is in place, we are market has not shifted, in my opinion. So yeah, looking for this. Yeah, this is interesting. Okay, so that is that. So let me close off this analysis for now with the question I asked earlier. So is there anything I didn't cover in this video you would like me to do an analysis on tomorrow? Could be a different market, could be a different currency pair, but the question is, what would you like me to do a video about? So please comment below, and I'll be happy to answer your questions, because that way I think is the most straightforward way to help you become a better trader. That's it for now. Please like, please comment, please subscribe, please help me build this channel further to help you. And also, if you like what you see, feel free to share it on Twitter or Facebook, or please share and, you know, help me help you. Thanks for watching, and I'll looking forward to all the comments and to be doing some interesting videos on that. I hope tomorrow or next week, but I'll be going in to that ASAP. Thanks. Bye bye.